Before, after.
So, Retrofit Guru have sent me a package. Let's open it up and see what's inside.
Let's open up the package and see what we got. Haha, deadly. So, thank you, Retrofit Guru, for the Haribo. I will definitely enjoy eating these. And these are two customized brackets with the Retrofit Guru logo on it. So basically these are adapter plates for the HID projector holders. So living in Ireland or the UK, you have right-hand drive projectors, and you can also get left-hand drive projectors if you live in America or on the continent. Right, let's open these up and have a look. Take them out of the bag. So lifting out the bag of spares, I think you only need the O-ring out of this packet. I think it's a generic packet, so you get this or the big ring, but we only need the little red one. Just has a water seal. And now we take out the HID projector. This is what makes it all possible. So in the bottom, you can see it there. It's all brand new chrome or whatever material it's made out of. Obviously in my one, it's all burnt away. That's why my lights are a bit crap. But also, so what does this wire here do? So you can see there is a bar just in there. And by moving this across, you can see it gets out of the way. So when you have your dip beam on, you'll have this little bar here will be in the light stream, which is your flick up as you're driving, so not blind oncoming drivers. And then as you turn on your full beam, it'll jump out of the way. Now you can use your HID for full beam and for dip beam, but by making that jump out of the way, you'll actually have more light coming out. And that's basically some of the secret of how this light works. Also, brand new chrome in the back will actually make it help it work as well. So what do these Retrofit Guru brackets do? Well, they join the projector, this here, onto the bezel or the housing of the original OEM Mk1 Audi TT light. That's a bit of a mouthful, but anyway, that's what they do. When you take out the old projector, you can just put this one straight in. Okay, I'm just going to show how does this bracket actually attach to the HID projector housing. So it kind of slides in like that, and it bolts up like that. I'm going to show it now. So we have our nuts and bolts. We're just going to slide them through the inside little holes, not the outside ones, just the inside ones. This one, and this one here. Okay, so we have our nuts and bolts on. So the nuts are like a spacer, just for alignment. And then we get a lock nut like this, and that'll go on afterwards once it's all bolted in. Okay, that's it there now, done. So we have our bolt, a nut, our bracket in between. This is all sliding through. There's one there, and there's one on the far side. You can see just a bit of it just there. Now we get our locking nuts, and we tighten that up there. Okay, because I'm going to be disassembling this afterwards, I'm not going to tighten it up, but basically you put the nut on there, one down there, and one on the far side. So that's now the HID bolted up with the adapter plate to now bolt onto the Audi TT housing. So that's now the housing complete. When you take out the old housing, you'll have 3 screws for here, here, and on the far side. The screws that you use, you have a spacer that goes on here, and that'll allow this all to fit in the right place. So for the wiring side, there's a few different options. Either just leave it alone, don't do anything, and just be happy that you have a brand new bezel housing. But if you want the little solenoid to work and have much better lights for both dip beam and high beam, what I'm going to do is actually wire this in. You can get the correct plug that would plug into this. However, are you ever going to take this out again? Probably not, so it doesn't really matter. What I'm going to do is chop it off here and solder it straight in. They do give you these buck connectors. I personally don't trust them and don't like them, but you have them as an option. You can solder it, or you can get the correct plug to go into this. However, really, are you ever going to take it apart? No. So I'm not going to bother finding the correct plug. I'll just solder straight in. What wires do you solder onto? You solder on one wire of these wires, you solder onto a brown, and the other wire you solder onto a white. That is the signal wire, so you basically tee into it. You don't actually just cut it off and join it straight into this. And what it does is it takes a signal from here. So for dip beam, there's no power obviously in this wire, and the little shutter is in line. So that's giving you dip beam. And then for high beam, it'll send a pulse here, which will trigger the solenoid down here, this little bar here, to move out of the way. So then you can use your HIDs for both dip beam and high beam. Very, very clever, very simple idea. And that's the way you wire it up. If you would like your own kit, you can go to the Retrofit Guru website, go to products, Bi-Xenon kits. They have a whole load of different kits they do. So we're going to go for the Audi and scroll down and find the TT. And there's the kit. So that's the kit there. There's a bit of a spiel about how you install them, but you can pretty much follow this video as well. But there's different light outputs. You can show the benefit of actually using this kit versus the OEM ones. So yep, that's it. So visit Retrofit Guru for all the products. So that's all I'm going to do for now. I'm going to make the full video when I actually have it in the car. But for right now, that's as much as this video is going to do. So give it a thumbs up, subscribe over there, get ready for part 2, where I actually finally install this into the TT.